Abhijit Iyer-Mitra. Nothing was holding India back because it had come down to dhamkis and targeting Indian installations.
So, you know, the main thing out here is that people are very used to watching the American and Israeli style of warfare. There is not just one way of destroying aircraft or, you know, pinning Air Force down on the ground. There are many ways of doing it, and we showed that at Sargodha. At Sargodha, you bombed both the runways, one right in the middle of the crosshair, and Sargodha is their main F-16 base. You've essentially grounded all their aircraft. The implicit threat was we can pick out your F-16s at will as and when we want. At Bholari, you've gone and taken out the AWACS bunker, which means you've removed their eyes in the sky. At Jacobabad, you've gone and bombed a bunker which could, a hangar which could easily have housed about at least 2-3 fighters. Now, we don't have any battle damage assessment from within that, but clearly this was an extremely high intensity campaign, but very carefully calibrated, right? We could easily assume about 7 to 8 aircraft. The problem is we've got images of the damage, but we don't have images of the aircraft within this thing. Said, can I?
But let me tell you, let me stop you right there. The big breaking news coming in those strikes at Sargodha, Noor Khan and Jacobabad, the estimate is at least 7 to 8 aircraft, fighter jets of Pakistan have been destroyed. The big breaking news that we're bringing to you on the Newshour tonight, 7 to 8 Pakistani fighter jets have been destroyed. They were parked in their hangars, and Abhijit, those visuals of the hangar destruction are available through satellites, but you don't know how many aircraft were inside. The estimate that Indian agencies have from their intelligence of, as they say, surte-hal inside the Pakistani airbase, it is 7 to 8, minimum of 7 aircraft and a maximum of 8, including the F-16s and the J-10.
But the even more important thing is not the aircraft, but the command center that we bombed at the Noor Khan Air Base. The command center plus the mess where all the technical staff and the pilots had assembled. Because if you go to the pre-photos, you will see these have domes on them, you know, which is the classic sign of a command center. And, you know, Noor Khan is located between Rawalpindi and Islamabad. So it's literally like bombing, say, you know, South Delhi, which lies between Noida and Gurgaon kind of thing in an Indian context. So that was an extremely important thing that happened. I don't think we can underestimate the psychological damage of hitting their capital, the suburb of their capital, their crown jewel in the entire arsenal out there. They're two big crown jewels. Sargodha and Noor Khan were hit. Can you imagine the psychological impact? Finally, Navika, if you'll allow me, I need to come back to a misconception that Sushant Sareen has spread. He himself recommended Qamar Cheema and Shireen Mazari to follow on Twitter as highly credible sources coming out of Pakistan. So I certainly thank Sushant Sareen for pointing me to credible sources. I do agree with him. Qamar Cheema and Shireen Mazari are both highly credible.